friends, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. In our last video, we did take care of that Sabbat warehouse and made our way to downtown Los Angeles, where gunfire just keeps going off randomly. Not really sure why. But in today's video, I do want to poke around down here a little bit. I've wandered around a bit to kind of orient myself, I think, a little bit with things. And I also was primarily looking for the M. Strauss's house. He's the Tremere Regent in Los Angeles, because that's where I wanted to start off today. And then after that, I think I want to head down to the last round, because that's kind of the one quest that I have down here. So I think I have found the Tremere's house right here. I'd show you on the map, but I don't have a map. So I'd say let's go in here and see if this is the right place. If not, well then you'll never see any of this. Okay, so we do look like we are in a house of sorts. I can't go up there. Okay. Well, let's go right. And, oh, a library. How lovely. Glowy stuff here. So, oh, Thaumaturgical creatures. So it must be the right house then, yeah? So let's look at this book. And it says, Thaumaturgical Creatures, E. Banks, Regent, Chicago. Gargoyles. During the medieval conflict with the, oh my, Temesi, totally butchered that. Clan Tremere delved further into secret blood magics and created a race of protectors known as gargoyles. Oh, that's cool. Since their inception, gargoyles have been used as scouts, warriors, and sentries. Gargoyles are monsters, vampires by virtue of blood and flesh, through which they are created. They are no more than the detritus of other clans, given a second chance to serve their Tremere creators. Unfortunately, many have wrongly come to view their service as slavery and have fled their masters in search of some delusional utopia. Most escaped gargoyles live in isolation, preferring solitude to even the company of their own kind. And we have homunculi. Homunculi? One of those, maybe. For the most menial and mindless tasks, many Tremere create what is called homunculus. These are mindless creatures which take the forms winged, many-legged, and many-legged, and otherwise. Homunculi are unfailingly loyal, but their appearance makes them a serious threat to breaking the masquerade. Do I get a chance to make one of those? Because that'd be kind of cool. Or have one of those? Oh my, this is a maze. Oh. Oh, okay, that looks like probably where I need to go. Let's double check everything over here. Doors with okay, it's like a, all right, I guess I'm only gonna get the option to go into here now. He looks familiar from when I was first made a vampire, like that first cutscene. He has those cool glasses, right?
Greetings, neonate. Might I assume you received my invitation? I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
Yeah, I got it. I'm assuming you are ...
Strauss. Maximillian Strauss. I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome.
Well, thank you, sir. What is this place?
Ah, yes, forgive me. I forget that you are not embraced within the pyramid. We share the same blood, you and I, but there is much you have yet to learn about our clan.
So you're of the Tremere clan, then?
Yes. This new life in which you find yourself undoubtedly seems strange. I'm sure you have many questions, young one. I will answer those which I am able.
Oh, great. I have lots of questions. What did you mean embraced within the pyramid?
The pyramid is the social structure of our clan, with each level of advancement watched over by the next. There are apprentices here at the Chantry who are my charges, and I have a lord who watches over me and other local regents, and so on. In most cases, Tremere are very selective about who they embrace and how it is done. There are traditions and laws that we adhere to, so the circumstances of your embrace were, let us say, unconventional. Therefore, you are outside the pyramid.
Is this like a vampire pyramid scheme or something? I see. Can I get inside the pyramid, be an apprentice?
Such things are possible, young one, but you would have to prove your worth to the clan before it would even be a consideration. Tremere guard their secrets well. Perhaps it is something we will speak of later.
I see. Well, tell me what a chantry is. I mean, I know, but I doubt it's the same thing as Dragon Age chantries.
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time.
Okay, and you're a regent? What is that?
A regent is the leader of a chantry, as well as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices who are studying the mysteries of our clan.
Well, I'm new around here, Max. What's the word on the street?
Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you. Remember that well.
Thanks. Thanks, Dad. Well, no, I appreciate the advice. I'd like to not die right away, although I've died several times, but that's beside the point.
As for what is going on here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic.
Yeah, why? What's going on?
It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
Interesting. Dude, that shit is whack. Oh my goodness. It's so dated.
Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local Anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
Okay, yeah, the Camarilla, what's that all about?
The Camarilla? It is merely a kindred sect that exists to protect its members from the outside world. There are specific codes of behavior that we abide by in order to ensure the continuance of our species. It is nothing more and nothing less.
I see. Can I ask you a few more questions about the Camarilla?
Surely. What else would you like to know?
Lots of things. Are all vampires part of the Camarilla?
No. There are many independent clans who are not aligned with the Camarilla. And the Sabbat is another sect of various vampire clans whose beliefs are very different than our own. Unsavory sorts, to say the least. I understand you have already run afoul of them.
Yes, I have. Yeah, good thing Nines Rodriguez was there to help me out.
Ah, yes, the infamous Mr. Rodriguez. I understand you owe him your life twice now.
Yep.
Had he not intervened, the prince would have surely had that hound of his separate your head from your shoulders.
Shit, I was just waiting to make my move. Oh, please. Oh, please. You're probably right.
In any case, it's a shame that Rodriguez cannot see the wisdom of the Camarilla. He would make a powerful ally. As it is, he is a significant thorn in LaCroix's side, which serves my purposes just the same.
Really? Your purposes? Aren't your purposes and the prince's the same?
LaCroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrue on top of that. Even if he weren't as young and indiscriminate as he's already proven himself to be, But I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power.
Apparently. It's all right. You can trust me. What is your true opinion of him?
I have overstepped my bounds. I will say no more.
Darn. Okay, well then, tell me more about the Camarilla.
Surely. What else would you like to know?
Why aren't the Anarchs in the Camarilla?
The Anarchs feel that they don't need the structure and discipline of the Camarilla. I feel that they pose a threat, both to those loyal to the Camarilla and to themselves. Most are mere children and need our guidance.
An interesting observation. The last thing I need is a bunch of geezers telling me what to do. Okay, let's ask some more questions. What do you think of Prince LaCroix? I've probably already covered this, but let's ask it anyway.
LaCroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrue on top of that.
Oh, yeah.
Even if he...
Yeah, we did talk about that. Okay, then let's go here.
I have overstepped my...
Actually, there's something else I needed. Let's try that one.
Of course.
I have a few questions for you.
What is it you would like? Of course.
Okay, I guess that's it. So maybe I could look into that epidemic for you.
An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
I'll do it. We'll figure out what you owe me when I return. Well, let's ask what's in it for me first.
I will ponder the nature of your payment while you are gone. Believe me, I will treat you fairly, neonate, and your service to the Camarilla won't be forgotten.
Okay, I will take care of it.
Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the Anarchs. You can find most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round.
Oh, great. I will check in with you later then. That was I don't know, so this is my Regent, so he's kind of like my head Tremere guy, right? So, he's interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about him, but it's interesting. But new quests. So a plague for the angels. The Regent has asked you to find the cause of the LA epidemic and put an end to it. He has suggested you speak with the Anarchs at the last round to get more information, which is convenient because I need to go there anyway to progress this Elizabethan rendezvous. But I completed a quest. I'm assuming it's over here. You found Maximillian Strauss, the Tremere Regent. He seems very, upper class sort of vampire looking down upon all the plebs beneath him. Can I get out of here now? Because this is kind of a trippy house. How do I get out of here? Okay, that was really creepy. It just keeps redirecting me to the room with Maximillian in it. But let's head over to the last round. We're still shooting out here. I know there's lots of other places that I can go into, but I kind of want to hold off just in case I need to go in there for quests and I don't want to trigger things out of order. So let me head over to the last round. I think it's on the other side of the map, and I will meet you there once I arrive, unless something exciting should happen. Well, on my way over to the last round, I noticed this guy was just hanging out on the back of a truck. And, well, let's talk to him and see what he has to say for himself. But I'm guessing also these people in the hazmat suits have to do with the plague that's going around, which is kind of crazy. So let's talk to number 34 here.
Baby girl, I saw you coming from down the street and I started praying to the Lord to find it in his heart to send you to me, and hallelujah if he didn't come through for me. Welcome to Fat Larry's Trucker Max. I am the proprietor and salesman of the month several years in a row. The ladies call me, oh God,
Jeez.
But you can call me Fat Larry with a F-A-T, cause there's more of me to love.
Oh. This is so bad. What, do you have to sell counterfeit basketball jerseys? No. Well, what do you have in this truck, Fat Larry?
Now, that is a legitimate question, but a better question to be, what don't I got in this truck? Cause at Fat Larry's, my motto is, everything's got a price, but I probably know somebody who can get it anyway.
Well, are you gonna talk on that, or are you gonna sell me something?
Nah, that's what I like to hear. But it's like this. I save my best stuff for select clientele. Now, that don't mean I don't appreciate your business. It's just, business.
Clientele. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Well, show me the merchandise, sir. Oh, he sells guns. Braddock 9mm. Okay. What is this? Reload speed is medium. High fire rate. Yeah, it's looks like an automatic weapon. Lethality is 9. Nice. Then we have a Rock 17C. I don't know what that means. We have an axe and oh look, new clothes. Heavy clothing. It's $367. I have the money for it. So this is a set of heavy clothing which acts as armor. Heavy clothing has an armor rating of 1. There are no stat penalties for equipping it. Examples would be jackets, coats, thick sweaters, and sturdy trousers. Let's go ahead and... Can I sell him some stuff? Do I have anything? I don't have anything to sell him, really. Well, let's buy the clothes, and then I'll ponder the weapons. I feel like you guys are telling me that there are some good range weapons downtown. I'm wondering if those are them, but we'll hold off on them for right now. So let's use those. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, my effect gain was an armor rating of +1. Oh, cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right. Well, I'm going to keep making my way down here to the last round, unless, of course, something exciting should happen again. All right, I finally found the last round. I ended up going the complete wrong direction, and it was like right around the corner from where I was to begin with. So yeah, I'm kind of a dummy. But lots of alleyways and random doors with handles, but I can't actually go in them, and it's very... I like it. I like it a lot. But anyway, let's quick save and head into the last round and talk to people in here. Oh my. Definitely different from the last bar we went into. Doesn't seem like I can talk to this group of people. And who are you there?
Sebat chased you in here, Cammy?
What are you talking about?
Heard Nine saved your ass again. You think LaCroix would have stopped counting his money long enough to get your back, Jack?
What the F's your problem? I could have handled that myself, and what do you mean again? Let's go with that one.
Cammy, you'd have a whole lot less about your neck if it hadn't been for Nines calling the prince out in that courtroom. Shit. Looks like things worked out for LaCroix anyway. Got himself a new errand girl out of it.
Did I do something to piss you off, lady?
As long as you're a tool for some cape, you don't have to say a word to start pissing me off.
What's a cape?
Cape, Cammy. Camarilla elders, the ones that have been around so long they think candlelight's a keen invention. You're doing their dirty work and you don't even know it.
Well, what alternative do I have then?
You want an alternative? Being here. That's a step in the right direction. I'm Damsel, den mother of these mothers, and one pissed bitch since LaCroix moved in.
The Tremere Regent says Anarch is responsible for a local epidemic. I don't know about LaCroix, but I'm cool with Nines, though. Let's go with that one.
Hey, Cammy. I don't apologize often, but it's just with all the shit that's been going down lately. And on top of it, this plague bearer getting the CDC's attention, maybe I misjudged you, is all I'm saying.
Plague bearer? Yeah, please tell me what a plague bearer is.
A plague bearer's a fool that doesn't care who they feed them. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on them start spreading disease. And that gets sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak.
So, how do you get rid of one?
Seen Old Yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearers gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
Okay, let's see. The Anarchs helped me out before. Where do I start? Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna do the quest, so I may as well help them out.
One of our boys' ghouls, name's Paul, lives nearby in the Skyline Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him.
Ghouls. Why is it always ghouls? I'll check it out when I can. Yeah, I'll just go check it out. We'll be a nice girl right now.
Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pop. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies.
Ugh. I'll ask around right now. Bye, Damsel. Oh, before I go, I have a question.
Yeah?
You know anything about the Regent? He blames you for the plague bearers. Let's talk about Nines first.
No one like him in this world or the next. He's to the Anarchs what George Washington was to the colonies, what Ho Chi Minh was to Vietnam. He is the LA Anarchs personified. He's a great leader, and yet he's humble. I'd die for it.
Okay. Yeah, I owe him my life. It seems like one of the only decent people I've met so far. Yeah.
No one like him in the Camarilla or otherwise. Anything else?
Oh, yeah, I do. Your thoughts on LaCroix? I'm guessing she doesn't like him.
Who the hell does he think he is, coming into town claiming Camarilla authority over the city? We kicked them out 60 years ago. It's like England coming back and telling the U.S. how they should do things. Fuck LaCroix.
I had no idea the Anarchs had been in control that long. Yeah, let's go with that one.
Yeah?
So let's see. Tell me about Smiling Jack.
Jack? Jack's Jack. Kind of a legend amongst Anarchs. There's not an Anarch in the world who wouldn't stand in rock star awe of Jack. Even the Camarilla doesn't mess with him.
Oh, yeah, I'm guessing that Smiling Jack is the Jack that I met, ages ago when I first, was doing all the tutorial stuff. So really, I had no idea. Jack's one of the cooler people I've met.
He's been around a long time. He used to be a pirate, so the rumor.
Really?
Talk to Jack. He's never short on chat.
That's funny. Good. More questions? Yeah? I think I already did the Camarilla, and let's do no, we didn't do the Camarilla.
It's a sham, a pyramid scheme. Nothing but musty, withdrawn elders waging power struggles for no other reason than to keep their own ass alive for one more century. You think you have any real power in the cam? You're kidding yourself.
Yeah, I really don't understand it. I'm kind of new to all this.
You'd be better off without them. You'll see.
Okay, I have another question.
Yeah?
And then tell me about the Anarchs.
We're about passion, Penny, and freedom. Things most Camarilla types just can't understand. I could go on and on, but Skelter says it takes too long to get me off my soapbox. Ask me. Or even Jack.
No, go on. Tell me what you think.
I mean, geez, it just makes sense. Power should be redistributed amongst all of us, not just a few. Communism would actually work for Kingdom, where it fails with humans. It's just common sense, you know?
Yeah, okay. More questions.
Yeah?
And then let's bring up the Regent and blaming them for the plague bearers.
That goddamn blood witch told you what? He thinks we're responsible for that plague bearer? If I hadn't promised Nines I'd keep my nose clean, I'd go over right now and rip him a new wizard suit. Magic missile casting motherfucker! What?
Do I have any other questions? Nope, nothing else. That was great. All right, I guess we'll go upstairs and talk to people. Let's save after all that. That was kind of hilarious.
Well, if it ain't the talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What does the prince have his little bitch doing today?
Rude. If you don't get on my face, Anarch, I'm gonna rip yours off. Yeah, you're funny. Is Nines Rodriguez around?
Nines is expecting you. Have some manners and don't wear out your welcome. I'm Skelter. Act up again, and I'll be the one showing your ashes to the door.
Yeah, all right. You got a few minutes to talk then?
What's up?
Let's see. I'm looking for work.
There's this girl who's been making a lot of noise lately. It's a real pain in the ass. She's a ghoul of this one Toreador creep who disappeared.
What's her name?
Her name is Patty. She hangs out in the clubs downtown. She used to show up around here and act like she was everybody's best friend. It was all fun and games until her vampire sugar daddy stopped calling. Now she can't get her blood fixed and she ain't so fun no more.
Why don't you just tell her that he doesn't want to see her anymore?
Man, she's been told he was dead. She don't listen. Just asks again louder. Junkie. She's gonna make a scene and get us all some real heat.
So what kind of heat are you guys talking about? I'm gonna go with vampire hunters?
Vampire hunters,
I was
man.
right.
You start doing stupid shit and breaking the Masquerade and you'll see what I'm talking about. Trust me. Hunters are the kind of trouble you don't want.
All right, so about your little problem with Patty.
She's crossed the line. Only time that mouth ain't blabbing is when it's sucking vampire blood. She's gotta disappear. Do this, and we'll keep it our little secret, you hear?
Anything from my Anarch brethren? No. I'll do it to hold up the Masquerade, though.
All right, have fun. I'd love to do this one myself, but I know her side. Just let me know when it's done.
All right, but I have more questions, obviously.
Yeah?
What's your problem with the Camarilla?
But Camarilla just ain't necessary. Their rules is just common sense shit. The Masquerade and all that. Sure, it makes sense. Like the Ten Commandments. You know the Ten Commandments, don't you?
Yeah?
Yeah, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. Sounds good, but you and me both know that shit don't always fly. What if some society like the Camarilla comes along and just up and kills you if you break one damn commandment?
You mean like thou shalt not bore your audience, see you? I mean, law and order is every kindred's friend, maybe, but... I mean, I guess I see his point, though.
See, we weren't meant to live like that. I followed someone else's rules for 3 years in Vietnam, but it wasn't until after the embrace that I understood real oppression.
Wow, the music really does overwhelm their voiceover dialogue, so subtitles is a must for this game. So the Anarchs are the way, huh? No, actually, let's go with really. Why do you say that?
You gotta understand, Kindred. You're carrying a 6,000-year curse in your blood. No matter how powerful it makes you feel.
Curse?
That blood is a tangle of chains that's gonna leave you bound in servitude the rest of your existence.
Why do you say that?
Your elders command the blood. They control the blood, and the blood listens. You'll never even hear their call, but the blood will, and it'll make you obey.
So how can you break free?
That shit stretches all the way back to Cain, man. Nothing you can do. Some ancient sleeping in a tomb half a world away has a bad dream, and you gon' feel that shit. Like it or not.
Huh. Who's Cain? I mean, I know who Cain is, but we'll ask it anyway.
Cain, man. Father of all vampires. Killed his brother Abel and was cursed by God to walk eternity feeding on the blood of his children. Some heavy shit, sister.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't really believe that, do you? That it was from Cain?
Keep your voice down. Is Cain real? I don't know. Not sure I want to know.
Okay, I hear you, but yeah, where are we going with all this?
The point is, with this curse pulling your strings, you really want to sign away your right to fight by joining the Camarilla?
I don't know. I don't really know any of you people yet, so I'll think about it, but I have more questions.
Yeah?
Okay, so I don't understand this kindred shit at all.
You gotta understand, Kindred.
Okay,
You're carrying a...
Yeah, we did all
that
this.
blood is a tank. Your elders... That shit's... King. Keep your voice down. The point is... Yeah?
Okay, so that just went back to repeating the same stuff about Cain that I already went through. So tell me about Gehenna again. What is Gehenna again? I forget.
Gehenna. The day we all
Oh,
die.
yeah.
When our sleeping forefathers rise and bring about the end of the world. There's a lot of kindred who believe these are the final nights, the beginning of the apocalypse.
Yeah, that's what Beckett mentioned, I think, in the last video, too. Do you think it's something the Camarilla made up, though?
Nah, the Camarilla denies any of that shit exists. Vampire forefathers, doomsday prophecies, all just superstition in Camiland.
Then who believes in it?
Lots of people. The Sabbat believe in it. They go around trying to hunt down these sleeping ancients so they can kill them before they rise up. And that's the word, anyway. Of course, most Sabbat packs I've seen couldn't find their car keys.
Well, what about you guys?
Us? The Anarchs? Everybody's free to make up their own mind, I guess. I buy it. Could explain all the blood in the air. We're probably all playing right into this thing's hands. If it has hands.
Okay, more questions. Yeah. And I wanted to ask you about someone.
Yeah? Who do you want to know about?
What's up with this Damsel chick? Let's try that one.
You mean college girl over there? To be be honest, she reminds me of those miserable stateside protester fucks from when I was in
Right?
But she's on the right side in this one. Don't let the hippie vibe fool you.
That's kind of what I was thinking. She reminded me of, like, you know, the 60s anarchists, you know? So let's talk about somebody else.
Who do you want to know about?
Let's ask about Jack.
That's the man there. One righteous kindred. I wish he'd take a more active stance in our fight, but fuck, man, he's Jack. Jack just does his thing. God help anyone who gets in the way.
Okay, I think that was
Who do you wanna know
everything.
about?
Kane, Damsel, Jack. All right, I think I am out of here. There's Nines, and there's Jack. Lord, this music is loud. Okay, let's save again. And we'll talk to Nines.
You showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. And so you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me.
Okay, go on.
You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old-timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. And looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. And it works out to as this. Only a few people at the top have any real power.
Okay, I mean, like, my Tremere Regent seems to have, like, a pyramid thing going on, and now the Camarilla's a pyramid scheme, and it's all very complicated. Aren't you part of the Camarilla? Well, he's not, but we'll ask it anyway.
Them's fighting words, newbie. But you're young and stupid, so I won't make an example out of you. See, the Camarilla claims all of us are members, even if we don't want to be, which is, of course, the biggest load of horseshit a man ever heard.
So, what are you all about then?
I learned the way of this world during the Depression. A bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite to keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been, an anarch-free state.
It's interesting how a lot of their human experiences are really very much impacting obviously who they are as a vampire, but also like their vampire politics. So it's interesting. I wonder, like, the background on LaCroix, like how his human life shaped his political, like his human background and how it shaped his current vampire politics. It's interesting. I wonder if we'll get to explore all that with all the other vampire characters. But it's nice to have these, like, very unique conversations with everybody. But anyway, moving on. So, an anarch-free state, question mark.
The Camarilla was kicked out on their ass a long time ago. We, the Anarchs, didn't want to play their politics anymore. Now LaCroix and crew pop in like they never left? No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us.
So have you tried meeting with the Camarilla? Not a fan of their prince? Yeah, I mean, have you tried to, like, negotiate with them?
I got their meeting right here.
Whoa. Okay. So, yeah, I guess you're not a fan of Prince LaCroix.
LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen, crooked politicians. The only place LaCroix belongs is in an urn.
Okay. Anarchs, lazy, loudmouth, street-fighting whiners. But yeah, it does sound like he's the prince, because Prince is really just, I think, like, AKA leader. So it sounds like he is the prince of the Anarchs. He's gonna get pissed at this, though.
No such thing. And again, newbie, don't throw those kind of words around lightly. You're risking a beatdown. I fought to keep LA free since I was embraced. A long time later, I'm one of the only ones left that hasn't bidded or switched sides. The most veteran soldier on the battlefield.
Okay, and apparently one more question. Any advice you can give me?
Here's what I tell all the new blood. 1, you get careless, that blood will make you into a monster. But you rampage around here, you get put down. 2, don't kill when you feed. No reason to. In this city, there's lots of ways to slake the beast without leaving a trail of dead.
Fair
3,
enough.
the Camarilla's full of shit. 4, watch your back, always. And lastly, learn how to fight. Because a speech ain't gonna save your ass when you're staring down the barrel of a shotgun.
Yeah. Can you teach me how to fight?
After picking your ass up off the pavement back there, yeah. I can tell you don't even know the basics. Hold your hands up like this, and keep your body at an angle. Makes you harder to hit. Keep your thumbs out of your fists and put your weight into your punches.
Ooh, stats increased. Great. Well, thanks for all your help, Nines, because he did save my life twice, so I don't dislike the guy, but they're all shady to me right now.
LA's the school of hard knocks, so keep your friends close and your enemies in a barbecue pit. Once you square things with LaCroix, don't give that son of a bitch the time of night. I got my eye on you, kid.
Thanks. All right, I've had several things ding at me. So, I have lots of things going on. So, attention whore quest, that's a new one. Skelter wants you to make Patty disappear. She's a ghoul who has been bugging everyone about her master and won't believe them when they tell her he's dead. Not only is she getting tiresome, Skelter is concerned about the implications for the Masquerade. If she keeps shooting her mouth off, she can usually be found whining at the club confession to anyone unfortunate enough to talk to her. Oh, I want to meet this girl so much. So, fun with pestilence. Damsel has set you on the trail of the plague bearer, the kindred responsible for the outbreak of the LA epidemic. She has suggested going to speak with the ghoul Paul in Skyline Apartments. And I need to go there anyway for another quest that I picked up in Santa Monica. Or we can talk to some of the bums around the city. So, Plague for the Angels, that's the one. I feel like these two kind of go together. So the Regent has asked you to find the cause of the LA epidemic and put an end to it. He has suggested you speak with the Anarchs at the last round to get more information, which I did. And then Elizabethan Rendezvous. So I contacted Niles, and you are finished with talking to him. Report back to the Prince before you go to investigate the Elizabethan. Okay, I can do that as well. And I wonder... Bashing. I got more bashing and lethal damage. So I wonder where that all came from, but I have so many points. I have so many points to work with. Anyway, let's save after all that is done. And let's talk to Jack. Hey, Jack.
Well, looky who made it back in one piece. How's Santa Monica, kiddo?
I don't know what it is. Out of everybody we've met, I think I like Jack the best. I didn't get to do much sightseeing, really.
I can't imagine you did. Probably too busy getting pushed around by every vampire with the weakest seniority over you, am I right?
Yeah, you could say that probably.
That's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive.
Yeah.
Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? You saying that's just me?
Probably not. So, politics, question mark?
Politics. The stuff that makes the rich get richer, keeps the powerful in power. Look at why you're out in Santa Monica in the first place. Because Prince LaCroix said so.
Yeah. So you don't follow his rules then?
Kid, I never answered to no man in life. Now I sure as shit ain't taking orders from a vampire with a suit and a funny name. And when I die again, the devil's gonna have to cut me a deal if he wants my ass. Besides, I never trust anybody with an X in their name.
Really? An X in their name? That's so random. Let's see. I think it's just LaCroix so far. Maybe? Nines, Rodriguez? Nope. Okay, why did the Prince send me to Santa Monica?
Because he never thought you'd make it back. If Nines didn't stand up for you in the courtroom, you would have been toast right there, man. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. So I don't get it. Why did he want to kill me?
It's bullshit Camarilla law. You gotta get it approved before you sire anyone. Vampire population control, fascist crap. LaCroix wanted to look like the strong leader upholding the law.
So how come I'm still standing here then? I'm guessing Nines, right?
Public relations, man. Calculated risk. Eventually are born in a boardroom. When Nines called him out, LaCroix realized it was time to show a carefully measured dose of Camarilla compassion.
Yeah, you're not really into public relations, are you, Jack?
Yeah, man, it's called kicking ass and crushing the skulls of any asshole who steps on my toes. That seems to work. People dig it.
Fair enough. So is LaCroix afraid of Nines? I thought he was the boss.
LaCroix is the boss of the Camarilla in L.A. That's it. LaCroix is the boss. That's rich.
So you're not part of the Camarilla.
The free living dead, kiddo. A lot of people like to use the label Anarchs. Whatever the hell that means. Anarch. Does got a nice chick to it, though, huh? Really?
So tell me about the Anarchs.
That's us, so I'm told. What do you want to know?
Oh, lots of things. How long has the Anarch movement existed?
Yeah, I could tell you about the history of the movement, about our struggle. What's any of that shit mean, anyway? Do we want to sit through history class here?
Well, what's it all about then?
I'm no scholar, kid, but I've been around. Seen more and done more than most vampires ever will. I don't know that our situation's ever gonna be easy, but some things you gotta decide are worth fighting for.
Does Nines feel the same way?
You bet, kid.
Is he in charge? Yeah, how come you're not running the show, Jack?
Me? I never had much patience for negotiation. Everyone can live or burn. It's up to them.
What about the rest of Nines' crew?
Yeah, I'm not sure the story on most of them. Nine's crew.
Well, what clan are you?
Bruja. Most everyone here has Bruja blood.
Yeah, I can see that. So I've got some more questions.
Moving right along.
Okay, so tell me about the Sabbat.
Again? Does everything have to be about these dickheads?
I hope not.
The Sabbat are worthless, man. Fake tits on a zombie worthless. Fun to watch, though. Like the Three Stooges with chainsaws.
Yeah, what's wrong with them?
The Sabbat are in the same business as the Camarilla. Sabbat have a little longer chain, but they're slaves all the same.
More questions.
Moving right.
And then, let's ask about the Camarilla. I feel like I've covered this, though.
Oh, my...
Well, what do you think of the Camarilla ideals? So I guess I haven't covered it.
Don't think the Camarilla has a monopoly on those ideals, okay, kid? No one is arguing over that shit, and if they tell you that's what this fight is all about, then they're really giving you the full fist. You hear me?
So what's it all about?
The Camarilla protects the people running the Camarilla. That's it, the end. The rest of them are bloody gristle for the machine.
Yeah, I'm getting that vibe. So, is LaCroix one of the big boys?
Not one of the bigs, but he ain't out risking his ass in the street, that's for sure.
Yeah.
LaCroix has ambitions of joining that inner circle. Delivering Los Angeles in their pocket would look killer on a resume.
Public servants are always underappreciated. I mean, kind of, but like, is he a public servant, really? Yeah, he definitely wants a corner office, though. I totally get that vibe.
To hell with LaCroix. I blasted better vampires' brains all over the wall. He's not the prince. He's a prince.
Fair enough. So have you dealt like princes, you've dealt with princes like him in the past, then?
He's a typical Ventru asshole. Predictable, safe, no imagination. Man, the guy's a pussy. He just got lucky he showed up in L.A. at the right time.
Huh. He's just stupid and lucky? Yeah, what do you know about his sheriff, though? That guy's kind of freaky.
Oh, the sheriff, yeah. I love how everyone's talking about that big mystery. It's like someone embraced a doped-up gorilla.
Okay, more questions.
What else?
Let's ask about the Anarchs.
That's us, so...
So, who is your leader? Nines?
As much as anyone is. Nines is a stand-up guy. Takes the politics a little too seriously, though. Came up during the Great Depression, so his brain's wired to that shit.
Yeah. So you're not the chief around here? I think I've already asked that. Yeah, you seem to know a lot about the politics yourself, Jack.
Me? I never had...
All right, did that one. What clan is Nines?
Bruja. Most...
Okay, I've got more questions. And let's ask about something else.
What's on your...
Humans.
What about them?
Well, don't they sometimes get in the way? Well, what do you think about them first?
What do I think of humans? I don't, really. When you were alive, did you think about cows? You know, if one got killed, I bet you didn't cry, but
No,
you're
not
not
really.
out there slaughtering them for sport either.
But they get caught in the crossfire sometimes, yeah?
Man, we got our own problems. Let the kin sink or swim.
Okay, more questions. And something else.
What's on your mind?
Actually, I don't have any more questions. One more thing.
What's up?
I guess I'm done. Or I'm done enough. My, that was so much information. But I really want to leave this place because the music is so dang loud in my ears. And it's the same song over and over and over again.
Goddamn cams.
No doubt copyrighted by the original makers of the music. Okay, so we've got lots of things that we can go and do right now. But I think what I want to do before I wrap up for today is actually head back to... Let's head back to the Ventru Tower and get our update for Elizabethan Rendezvous, and then maybe in my next video we can go do that, maybe? But anyway, let me head back to Ventru Tower if I can find my way back there. My sense of direction has completely left me today. And I will meet you in LaCroix's office once I've arrived.
Yeah, you go right on up and see Mr. LaCroix. Let's see what we got on good old camera 3. Oh, well, hello there. I've been thinking about you, oh yeah. I want to lick you all over. Then make my way down to your creamy center and... What the... Get your hands off my Bavarian cream!
God, that's... I could have gone somewhere really nasty really fast. He's talking about a donut. I mean, like, I like donuts, but like, dude, calm down. Okay, here we are back at Ventru Tower. Let's quick save before we talk to LaCroix, and then we'll wrap up for the day.
Give the Anarch community my regards.
I did that. So I did. Here's what 9 said. 9 said some nonsense about the Anarchs. I didn't listen very carefully. I did. They said nothing important, or it put things in perspective. Let's go with the 4th one.
Their zeal is admirable, but their ideas impractical for a society that must maintain secrecy and organization to stem its own genocide from coming about. I don't suppose they told you this is the only so-called free state that hasn't folded? No? Imagine that. Now that that's out of the way, I trust you're prepared to leave for the Dane.
I still have some things to do because I want to go buy some weapons, I think, and prepare. But I have questions first.
I suppose I can spare a few seconds.
Great. More questions. Questions about people.
Yes.
Let's ask about himself.
It's common knowledge. I was born in Calais, France, over 200 years ago. When I graduated from the Royal Military Academy, I joined Napoleon's army. It was shortly after Waterloo, when I was embraced by a Belgian noble. From that time onward, I counted some of the greatest kindred in Europe as my mentors, and worked towards establishing a Camarilla presence in new territories. In 1930, I came to the Americas and staked power in New York. Soon after, I headed west to claim domain.
This explains a lot. Like a whole Napoleon complex sort of thing. I feel like that was a comment with Jack or Nines at some point and I missed it, but makes so much more sense of his surroundings and who he is as a vampire. So what clan are you?
I'm Ventru. But I don't disparage any of the other clans. All are equally important in maintaining the foundations of the Camarilla, and the elders of each serve as my council.
Okay, let's see. I have more questions.
Yes?
Let's ask about Beckett.
You've met Beckett?
Yeah.
Yes. He did pay me the courtesy of announcing his presence in my city. He's lionized in kindred society, by most. Beckett's the definition of renowned scholar, but he's also a lone wolf, and owes allegiance only to his intellectual pursuits.
Okay, ask about someone
else.
Yes? And Jack.
Jack. The man is a scourge, the physical manifestation of chaos. Whenever he makes an appearance in one city, it is only a matter of time before a calamity is attributed to his latest lark.
It sounds like you've had run-ins with him
Yes.
before. The guy standing behind you.
He's my sheriff. When there is a problem that words are wasted on, I send him. The less one sees of him, the better.
Okay. And I have a question about something else.
Which is?
The Camarilla.
In this age of information, videotape, and weapons of mass destruction, the Camarilla is more necessary than it has ever been. The alternative to thorough secrecy these days is extinction. As long as we exist, so shall kindred society.
Okay, let's ask about something
Which
else. The Sabbat.
Every night you wake up, be thankful you were not sired by one of their kind, or you would have woken under the ground, forced to claw your way up from the dirt into a brief, bloody, violent existence. Savages, bloodthirsty, irresponsible heathens. Yes.
Oh, not someone else, something
Which
else.
is?
The Ankaran sarcophagus.
All I know about the Ankaran sarcophagus is what I've heard on the news. It was found during an archaeological excavation in Turkey, and it appears ancient. There could be nothing but dust inside. However, that does not discount the possibility of it containing some kindred artifact, or even a mummy. All of these evidence of the supernatural, and therefore potentially damaging to us. As for it containing an ancient kindred, the Camarilla does not put stock in the actuality of antediluvians. They're myths. Don't let anyone tell you differently.
Okay, something else.
Which is?
And... Okay, I forgot. I'll come back later. All right, well, I think this is where I'm going to end things for today. I do want to kind of prep myself a little bit. I'm contemplating going and buying some weapons, but I feel like to go the Dane, I had to sneak, and I think it gave me an update. The prince wants you to investigate the Elizabeth Dane. Tell him when you're ready to go. So I need to go back down and look at that Larry guy's inventory to see if there's anything important to get there, and if not, then I'll meet you back up here on Saturday and we will head out to the Elizabeth Dane and see if we can do that quest and go from there. But as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again on Saturday with another new Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines video.